Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to interview a very special guest of I.P.W, better known as Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. Now, earlier when I was starting my recording, I screwed that up for International Pro Wrestling, but that's another life, right? But I'm here to interview Luke Savage.
What's up, y'all?
It's not his real name, of course, but
It's my wrestling name.
we're going to keep that, and we'll find out in a minute to see what that's all about. But Luke, tell me something. What was it that got you into the wrestling? Because I've never seen you before. You're new. You're young. You're what? What are you? 24?
23.
I was wrong again. It's all right. So what got you into wanting to wrestle?
It all started with my cousin, Andrew Roberts. Shout out to Andrew.
Shout out, Andrew.
Andrew. Yeah, man. So my cousin started me out young. He had all the action figures, all the games. He watched it, and I can just remember when I was about 4, going into his room, and he had it playing, and I just fell in love with it really from there. I mean, I played the video games nonstop every day. Like, I was into those video games, but just watching it, and I just...
So which one did you like better back in the day? Did you grew up with WCW and WWE, right?
Right.
But there was also ECW, and I think there was another one. So which one was it that really caught your eye? You're like, man, that's the guys right there.
As a kid, like, when I didn't know anything, WWE for sure. But as I grew up, I started really liking the ECW.
So is that why you're more into more of the hardcore type wrestling, or do you like to keep it kind of old school with some traditional wrestling?
I like both. I like pick and take from everything. But I just like personally, I like the entertaining or the high flying stuff and the hardcore stuff.
It's more entertaining.
Yeah,
I get it. That's what drawn me into it. Now, when I wrestled, I watched a lot of the '90s stuff. So it was a WWE Attitude Era. So I watched the High Flyers, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian, all those guys.
So you watched the TLC matches?
Right? Oh yeah. So that's what got me interested. But yeah.
Well, those see, I was like, those matches were more like stunts. More to say than actual in-ring like technique wrestling, like Bret Hart, or so to say, like,
Yeah.
Like,
now, my favorite wrestler, pretty much of all time, he always got Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's awesome.
Oh yeah, dude.
But my guy that I like to watch, and I couldn't really emulate him at all, because he just had the whole package to me. Roddy Piper was my most favorite wrestler because he could talk. He was a tough guy, and just funny that I never became the tough guy, part of it. But I talked later, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that kind of where you how are you wanting to take your gimmick?
See,
where do you see? Where do you see it here?
Like who I can compare to?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe, yeah. If that's what you kind of...
I'd say more like man, I love Mick Foley, but I also want to be able to walk when I'm 50.
Yeah, I understand.
But I love how he just...
Hey, wait, what you saying, dog? What you saying?
I love how he risked his body for the fans, though. He put everything out there.
Yeah, for real, he did.
So, I don't know. I just like people who leave it all out there.
You think that's what you're doing? Now,
I hope so. I mean, that's...
If you guys don't know who this guy is, he's had a few matches with I.P.W already, and he is really a good up-and-comer wrestler. He's going to be a great star in my eyes. Just by training him, he's putting in the work. You're putting in the matches. You're getting booked everywhere right now. With that said, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully on a big name company. I mean, Impact, AEW, WWE.
So you're going for the stars.
Oh yeah, man. That's my goal. That is my goal.
Now, do you feel like you're going to have to really live the wrestling, or to be able to make it that far, or do you think you're going to be able to kind of have a home life too?
That's a good question.
Something's got to give, I think. In my opinion, it always has.
Yeah, you got to sacrifice.
You're going to have to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
As long as you know you got that.
Yeah.
As long as you got that up there, you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to still have a home life, because I like to keep it separate. Because, but I do love to live wrestling, man. I mean, that's what I want to do.
So that's what it takes, man. It really does. I'm sure all you older wrestlers know that. There's a lot you got to put in.
Yeah.
Not too much give back, except for all the awesome, badass fans that we get. That is my most favorite get back.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you're feeling that now because you're our town home face, our good guy, right?
Yep.
So far.
Yep.
He hasn't changed his mind yet.
Born and raised here in Muncie, man.
Born and raised in Muncie, Indiana. Yeah. As you can see, we got the cornfields right here.
Good old Indiana, man.
Now, I kind of got Luke in a spot today. I like to fly free on these, and I don't really know what I'm asking until I ask it, but I just got him out of practice. So like I said, he's new. His feet's getting wet like major.
Yeah.
But I truly feel like you're going to be way up. I think you're going to make it somewhere.
I hope so, man.
I think you will.
I just have a passion for it, man. It's what I want to do. It's what I've always wanted to do.
Any shout out you want to do?
Yeah. Fact over fiction. That's my boy Nathan Bergio. Represent. Wanted to say that. I don't know, man.
You got anything to
add? Add me on Facebook or add me on Instagram.
Well, tell them what they need to add.
Luke Savage. I made a page on Facebook, and then it's Luke Schleishman is my personal account on Facebook, and then it's Luke Savage I.P.W. on Instagram. So
there you go, folks.
Yeah.
Now, I will be later on. This is kind of an awkward, weird interview type setting because like I said, I just kind of fly by the pants a little bit. But I will later on do another interview. Like I've tried to tell him and everybody on these interviews, these are not shoot interviews. We try to keep with all the traditions, but one part that the fans don't get to see a whole lot is the actual real person that's putting in the work out there. And I always want to know where they come from and what got them to do this whole thing. Because I love the business a lot. And this is
one thing I want to say, Shane. One thing I want to say is if you have a dream, go for it because it's possible. I mean,
right.
If you want to be a wrestler or a manager or something like that, come out. We're training people. So if you want to be a wrestler, I mean, here's an opportunity to come try it out. So,
excellent, good point. Hey, you don't know till you try.
Yep.
And if you got a dream, try it.
For sure.
I wouldn't have done it if I didn't even try. Right? I made it. I did good. I'm a
Hell yeah, Mr. Smiley. Yeah, man.
But hey, guys, I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll have more interviews out here soon. Luke, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is the boy right here. He's going to make it. Peace out. Love, peace, chick.